Let's get the latest now. eNCA reporter Kathy Mutlatlana is tracking the story for us live from Pretoria, and she'll be speaking to presidential spokesperson Mac Maharaj.
Well, good afternoon, Dudu. For the second time today, we're joined by the presidency's Mac Maharaj. He's undoubtedly been having a long day. He's been at the Union buildings since early this morning, giving updates and just informing people about Madiba's condition. Thank you so much for your time this afternoon, Mr. Maharaj. You've been fielding dozens of questions today about Mandela's health and how he's doing. And I imagine that you've also been checking the social networking sites. People are talking about the details of his health, whether or not he's able to breathe on his own. Can you set the record straight for us? How is Mandela doing?
Let me first of all make it clear to the public, Kathy, that by agreement between the family, the Mandela Foundation, the African National Congress and government, we arrived at a position that authoritative statements on Madiba's health will be provided by President Jacob Zuma. So people must rely on that. I can't vouch for what goes on the social networks, nor can I prevent people from telling whatever they want to share there. But if you want authoritative information, it comes from the presidency, and we base ourselves on the reports we get from the doctors attending to Madiba, and we word our statements based on what the doctors agree should be stated, so that we give accurate information. The statement that we released was at 7:30 this morning, and it said there that former President Mandela's condition had deteriorated. It was serious, but he is in a stable condition. I did amplify at that stage that insofar as his breathing is concerned, he is able to breathe normally. So that's the position with regards to his health, and I have no further updates from the doctors as yet. Our focus is to allow the space to the doctors to take care of Madiba, to ensure that he's in best hands and that he has the best chance to recover.
His wife, Grasa, has been by his side since he was hospitalized in the early hours of this morning. Who else from the family has been able to visit him?
Again, there's been a lot of information, both on the news networks and the social networks, about Mrs. Grasa Machel. The facts are as it follows. She cancelled her trip to London on Thursday. This morning, when Madiba was hospitalized, she accompanied him to the hospital. She's been there with him since. This is normal. Every time he's been hospitalized, she's been at his side, and it gives him great strength and comfort.
And any other visits from the rest of his family, Mac?
We have avoided going into the details of who's visiting him because we are mindful that this is also a very stressful moment for all members of the family, and we do not want to put them under those pressures. So bear with us. We are not hiding information. We simply want to protect the family, and so that they can comfort Madiba in a calm and restful way.
Now, we understand that Deputy President Kgalema Motlanthe was seen at the hospital where it's believed Madiba is being treated. Has he seen Mandela at all? Are you able to confirm?
I'm not able to confirm, but Deputy President Kgalema Motlanthe has a spokesman, Thabo Maseba, and everybody is free, the media, to contact him to get his diary and what his movements are. But as far as I'm concerned, I don't have a report to that effect.
All right. At this stage, any planned visits by President Jacob Zuma?
President Jacob Zuma is at the moment in the Eastern Cape fulfilling a program. He is honoring a couple, the Ngabela couple who served in the struggle and who are deceased. So it's a very important occasion. He's continuing with his program. At some stage, I'm sure, he will look for an opportunity to visit Madiba, but he will do so only when the doctors say, it's okay, we are attending to him, you can now come.
Now, Mac, any time that Madiba is hospitalized, it does spark a certain level of anxiety from the country. What can you say to allay people's concerns at this stage?
I think people want to be confronted with the reality. One, it is correct, we are all concerned about him. We want to be with him to be with us forever. But he's a human being. He's 95 years of age, he's frail, prone to illness. We want him to recover. He's getting the best treatment. At the same time, we have to factor in the reality that age does catch up. What I'm pleased with is in the current phase, throughout the world and in South Africa, people are concerned, they are anxious, but they are not becoming hysterical. They're not wanting to spread all sorts of false stories. They're coming to terms with reality. And the most important thing is that let us learn to celebrate Madiba's life while he's with us, and learn to celebrate his life even when he's not with us. Because his life has a very important message for us. It is simply that we become human beings not when we serve ourselves, that's very easy, but we become human beings when we make other people's life better, when we make a difference to other people's life. That's what he did, that's what he has been doing, and that's what we want to do, each of us, because I believe that in this admiration, we all want to be better people.
All right, thank you so much for your time this afternoon. That was the presidency's Mac Maharaj, of course, giving us the latest on how former President Nelson Mandela is doing in hospital.
Thank you, Kathy. That was eNCA reporter Kathy Mohlahlana live from Pretoria. They're speaking to presidential spokesperson Mac Maharaj.
News that moves. eNCA.com.